These are the miracles of Jesus in the book of John, a journey through 9 transformative miracles that showcase his divine power and love. From turning water into wine to the resurrection of Lazarus, each miracle reveals a deeper dimension of Jesus' ministry. Witness these acts of compassion and authority that invite us to believe and find hope in the extraordinary. Imagine a wedding where the wine never runs out. Jesus' first recorded miracle wasn't just a remarkable feat, it unveiled a deeper meaning. The miracle took place at a wedding feast in Cana, a small village in Galilee, where joy and celebration turned into worry as the wine supply dwindled. In Jewish culture, running out of wine was not just inconvenient, but a social blunder, showcasing Jesus' awareness and care for human traditions. Jesus transformed water in 6 stone jars meant for purification rites into wine, symbolizing the renewal from old religious practices to new. The exceptional quality of the wine, unnoticed by the master of the banquet, mirrors the unnoticed arrival of the Messiah, bringing the best in the end. This act, the first of Jesus' public miracles, not only revealed his divine glory, but also inspired belief in his disciples, marking the commencement of his ministry. A royal official's desperate plea and a child at death's door set the stage for a miracle that didn't require Jesus' physical presence to manifest its power. In Capernaum, a royal official was facing every parent's nightmare. His son was gravely ill, teetering on the brink of death. This miracle was significant for involving a royal official, possibly a servant of Herod, showing that Jesus' compassion crossed social and political boundaries. The official traveled to Cana, where Jesus was, imploring him to come to Capernaum to heal his son. His journey showed immense faith and desperation. Without physically going to the boy, Jesus simply said, "Your son will live." The boy was healed at that very moment, demonstrating Jesus' power transcends physical boundaries. This was not just a healing, it was a testament to faith. The official believed Jesus' words even before seeing his son healed, exemplifying the power of belief in Jesus' word. Imagine waiting for a miracle for 38 years. In the bustling city of Jerusalem, by the pool of Bethesda, one man's long wait for healing was about to end in an unexpected way. The pool of Bethesda in Jerusalem was famed for its healing properties. Crowds of sick people gathered there hoping for a miracle, including a man paralyzed for 38 years. The man believed that an angel would occasionally stir the water, and the first one in after the stirring would be healed. Yet, he had no one to help him into the pool in time. Amidst the crowd, Jesus approached the man and asked a seemingly simple question, "Do you want to get well?" It was an invitation to express his desire for healing. Jesus' words, "Get up, pick up your mat and walk," brought instant healing. The man, paralyzed for nearly 4 decades, got up and walked, showcasing Jesus' authority over illness. This miracle, performed on the Sabbath, sparked controversy among the religious leaders. It highlighted Jesus' prioritization of compassion over rigid adherence to religious laws, challenging the status quo. What can you do with 5 loaves and 2 fish? In the hands of Jesus, this modest meal transformed into a feast for thousands, with leftovers to spare. In a remote place near the Sea of Galilee, a massive crowd of over 5,000 men, not counting women and children, gathered to hear Jesus. But as the day wore on, hunger set in. The disciples, faced with the impossible task of feeding such a large crowd, found only a boy with 5 loaves of bread and 2 small fish. Jesus took the loaves and fish, looked up to heaven, and gave thanks. This act of faith and gratitude was the prelude to a miracle. As the disciples distributed the food, something extraordinary happened. The food multiplied, feeding everyone there, with 12 baskets of leftovers. This miracle is the only one besides the resurrection recorded in all 4 Gospels, emphasizing its importance. It symbolizes Jesus' ability to meet our physical and spiritual needs abundantly. Defying the laws of nature, Jesus did something that left even his closest followers in awe. Imagine walking on the turbulent Sea of Galilee as if it were solid ground. After feeding the 5,000, Jesus sent his disciples ahead in a boat on the Sea of Galilee. Night fell and a strong wind whipped up the waves around them. In the early morning hours, the disciples saw a figure approaching them, walking on the water. Terrified, they thought it was a ghost. Jesus immediately calmed their fears, saying, "It is I, don't be afraid." His presence and words brought reassurance in the midst of fear. Impulsively, Peter asked to join Jesus on the water. He stepped out of the boat and walked on water too, but fear and doubt soon made him sink. Jesus rescued him, gently chiding his lack of faith, and this miracle is a powerful illustration of faith and doubt. It teaches us that with faith in Jesus, we can accomplish the seemingly impossible, but doubt can sink our ambitions and hopes. From birth, he never saw the world's colors, faces, or light, but one encounter with Jesus opened his eyes in a way that amazed everyone around. In Jerusalem, Jesus and his disciples encountered a man blind from birth, a condition thought to be unchangeable, especially in those times. Jesus made mud with his saliva and anointed the man's eyes. This unusual method was more than a healing act. It was a sign of creating something new. Jesus told the man to wash in the pool of Siloam. This required faith and action on the part of the blind man, turning a simple task into a step towards a miracle. After washing, the man gained his sight. This miracle was not just physical healing, but also symbolized spiritual awakening and enlightenment. This healing caused controversy and disbelief among the Pharisees and the people, highlighting the struggle between old religious beliefs and the new truth Jesus represented. In Bethany, a remarkable event unfolded that challenged the boundaries of life and death. Lazarus, dead for 4 days, was called out of the tomb by Jesus, showcasing a miracle that foreshadowed greater things to come. Lazarus, the brother of Mary and Martha, was ill. Despite their close relationship with Jesus, his arrival in Bethany was delayed, and Lazarus died. Upon arriving, Jesus was deeply moved by the mourning and faith of Mary and Martha. Their grief and belief set the stage for what was to follow. Jesus declared, "I am the resurrection and the life," affirming his power over death and offering hope beyond the grave. At the tomb, Jesus called Lazarus to come out, and he emerged, still wrapped in burial cloths, a powerful testament to Jesus' authority over life and death. The raising of Lazarus is one of Jesus' most significant miracles. It not only confirmed his divine authority, but also prefigured his own resurrection, offering a glimpse into the heart of the Christian faith. John's vivid description of the resurrection unfolds a deeply personal and transformative experience, from Mary Magdalene's initial despair to her joyful encounter with the risen Christ. John focuses on Mary Magdalene's early visit to the tomb, her alarming discovery of the stone rolled away, and her report to the disciples. Peter and John's visit to the tomb adds detail to the scene, with descriptions of the burial cloths and their placement. Mary Magdalene's encounter with the risen Jesus, initially mistaking him for a gardener, is a poignant moment of recognition and revelation. Jesus entrusts Mary Magdalene with the message of his resurrection, showcasing her importance in the gospel narrative. John's account emphasizes the personal and intimate nature of the encounters with the resurrected Jesus. Discover the significance of the second miraculous catch of fish, a post-resurrection miracle that reinforced Jesus' ongoing guidance to his disciples. In John 21, the disciples, led by Jesus' instructions, witness a miraculous catch, mirroring their first encounter. This event reconfirms the disciples' faith in Jesus' resurrected presence and his enduring providence. The abundant catch symbolizes the fruitful mission of spreading the gospel. This miracle serves as a powerful testament to Jesus' continuous support and guidance for his followers. It reminds us of the importance of heeding Jesus' words, even when his presence seems distant. As we conclude the miracles of Jesus in the book of John, we've witnessed the extraordinary acts that define Jesus' ministry and embody his message of faith and love. If you're inspired by these stories, subscribe for more insights into the life of Jesus and share this journey with others. Together, let's continue to explore the profound impact of his teachings and miracles on our lives today.